Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, the product specialist with Camping World, and today we're going to go over the 2019 Fuel 250 toy hauler. This is a great, somewhat shorter toy hauler. It comes in and right around 27.5 foot, and yet you get a 13-foot 4-inch garage. So huge garage space here for some of your larger toys. And as you can see, with the carpet and some of the furniture, it still has a great residential feel after you get all the toys out of here. So let's start off actually right in the back. You'll see on the ramp door, if you kind of look up top, that this one does have the screen package. The thing I like about this is that you can roll that all the way down. It can be one solid piece. That way if it's raining, it keeps the rain out. And then you can unzip some vents. That way you get airflow coming through. In the center, there is a zipper, so you can easily enter from the ramp as well. So if you want to come in, just unzip it, walk right in, zip it back down, and you are good to go. Right in front of that, you'll notice this one does have the Happi-Jac bed system on here. Queen bed up top. The great thing about this as well is, as you will see up on the ceiling, there are electrical outlets on both sides. That's kind of a big deal for me because, you know, a lot of times people that are sleeping back here still have cell phones, other things they want to charge, other things you may need to plug in, and that gives you the capability to do that. Also up there, you have a couple LED lights, a vent fan directly above the bed too. So that, you know, if you're out boondocking and you don't have your generator running to run the AC, you can turn that guy on and get some airflow through here so the people up top aren't baking half to death. You take a look right underneath that, and you have your double rollover sofas. So these obviously roll up to the side, so that way, you know, you have maximum height here when this is all the way up for your toys, or you can roll them over and lift it up underneath the bed. So you have a couple different methods that you can, or orientations rather, you can put the sofas, depending if you want more width or more height. Right in the center is a removable table. You can take that outside if you want, folks. You know, it folds up nice and easy, head right out there. Or if you need to move it so people can sleep, you can do that. Move it out. Again, both the sofas roll over, making that second bed. Windows on both sides here, of course, as well. Now, if you move up a little bit, you'll move over to this section. Big window right over here. I like this because, again, it helps let in some of that natural light. You also have a chair in this one. If you want to take the chair out, you can. I personally like having it here. It is kind of almost directly across from the TV, which I'll show you in just a little bit, but it just gives you kind of a more comfortable spot to sit. You can see it's a rocker. So again, I think that it's pretty nice there. And right above it, you do have an LED reading light in case you want to do some reading. Storage going all the way across. This is great storage for some of your other items. You know, if you want to put, you know, like your kitchen stuff in here, you can. You can obviously use it as a pantry, or you can use it for some of your auxiliary items, for, you know, depending on what you have for your toys. If you need to put stuff up there, you can do that as well. Multimedia Center right over here. This one is already pre-wired to the TV. It is a DVD player there. Also, it is Bluetooth capable, so you know, if you have music on your phone that you like to listen to, or if you're a big podcast fan, you know, personally, I like the Stories from the Road podcast. It's been my latest obsession. So if you're listening to that, no problem, hook up to Bluetooth. You can listen to it right in here or outside, because that does control both sets of speakers. You will have one exhaust vent right up here. The other one is down kind of by the rollover sofas in the back there. So a couple different exhaust vents. So, you know, obviously that way you can help fumigate the place. Your main control panel will be right here. You can see this one does have the power awning. We'll take a look at that when we go outside. Your tank monitoring panel is there. Notice the water heaters here. The water pump is right there as well. All your lights, everything you basically need will be there. A little bit of storage up top, you can see that. And then over here to the side is your 8 cubic foot Dometic fridge freezer. So nice big fridge freezer, has a stainless steel panels on the front, cut out right there. This one does run off both propane and electric with automatic switchover. Moving forward a little bit more here, you have the microwave here in the center. Big microwave, 30-inch oversized microwave, stainless steel front there. In order to operate this, now remember, you know, if you're out boondocking, you will have to have the generator running, but, you know, it is a great option to be able to at least use it. Right up top is the TV. So this one is on a swing arm mount, so if you want to turn it around so the people, you know, up top in the queen bed can watch it, you can do that, or if you're sitting down on the sofas, or if you're sitting right here in the chair, you can keep it flat against the wall. Again, as I mentioned, that DVD player is hooked up to that. Right over here, you have great storage. So this is probably where you put all your cups, bowls, plates, things like that. Light underneath, window here as well. Couple different electrical outlets. You will have one here. You'll have one on this side as well. Both of those are GFCI. High-rise faucet there. The sink does have a sink top cover, so you can utilize this as prep space. You can also flip it over to use it as a cutting board if you wish. And if you take it off, that will reveal the large single bowl stainless steel sink there. Over to this side is your 3-burner cooktop. You'll notice this is recessed, so you can utilize this as prep space as well. Folds up and back. It is kind of spring-loaded here, which is nice. This also doubles as a backsplash. The glass is pretty easy to clean. But again, that will reveal your 3-burner cooktop. Right down underneath is your oven. Not a huge oven, but it'll get the job done. You know, if you need to bake some cookies or something, that will allow you to do it. You have 2 full extension ball bearing drawers here. You'll see you have the divider already built in for your flatware, as well as the one up top here. I like that they put the divider right here. A lot of manufacturers will run this all the way up, which I think is a waste. But by putting this here, it still allows you to put some of your other items like knives and things like that up there. And then a much deeper drawer right here. Next door to that, we'll open this up. You see you have plenty of storage right underneath there as well. When we step into the bathroom here, you'll see this one does have 2 entrances and exits. One right here into the master bedroom, the other one into the main living area. Right down the corner there is your foot flush lever toilet. Next to that is your sink top and vanity. You do have storage here underneath. And you'll see an electrical outlet in case you plug anything in, whether that's your toothbrush, hair dryer, whatever else. You also have a mirrored medicine cabinet with some storage. If we take a quick look at the ceiling, you will see your vent fan. That is a power vent fan. The control's on the wall, so you know that way it's nice and easy to use. A couple lights to help brighten the space up, as well as a big skylight there, again, to let in a lot of light. Right over here is your shower. One of the things I do like about this is it has a higher threshold on the shower pan. You know, most of them don't have that. It's pretty low, but with this, it helps keep that curtain in so it's not making a mess. Obviously, this is a toy hauler, so you have plenty of headspace. Also, you know, if you're out boondocking and you're showering, folks, this one has a 98-gallon fresh water tank. So big fresh water tank, a little over 60-gallon gray and 30-gallon black. So that's pretty good tank sizes if you do decide to do boondocking. The master bedroom in the Fuel 250 features a king-size bed. This is a great feature. You know, it's nice and wide. That way you're not elbowing each other in the middle of the night. I can certainly appreciate that. You'll also see that this one does have storage underneath, so if you need to store anything under there, you can do that. On both sides, you have big mirrored wardrobes. You can see the hanging rod going across there. You also have a drawer underneath, so if you have some other items you need to store in there, you can do so. Storage going all the way across the top here, as well as some reading lights underneath that. You'll notice the shelf going across the top. I like this idea. They put 2 USB ports there, so that way you have a place to charge your cell phones. It's out of the way, yet still near you, in case you need to take a call in the middle of the night. You'll also see you have your gen set right there as well, so you wake up in the middle of the night, you're sweating half to death, turn the generator on, let the AC kick on, cool you off a little bit. Right up here is your mounting bracket location. So they put a backer in the wall. If you want a TV, that is where you will mount it. And the appropriate connections for that are up top. Naturally, this one does have a vent fan above this bed as well. Again, if you don't want to run the ACs, you want some airflow, that's how you'll get it. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the Fuel 250. Right up front here, you get a power tongue jack, which makes it super easy to connect and disconnect from your tow vehicle. Rather than wearing out your arm, you simply touch the button to raise and lower the jack. You also have a light on here in case you're hooking up or disconnecting at night to get some extra visibility. Right behind there, you have 2 30-pound propane tanks with a cover. They give you the bigger tanks here because, again, they expect you to go out in places where you're probably going to be boondocking a little more, and so you'll definitely want the propane to make sure you can heat up the camper. Right behind that is your diamond plating here running up the front, help protect the front end for some of the rocks and debris that get thrown up by your tow vehicle, and you can see the battery there on the battery rails. You have the 3/4 front cap on here, great looking cap. You have LED lights inlaid in there as well to give it that extra pop and flare at night. Fully laminated sidewalls on here, so it has that sleek appearance, also makes it easy to clean up. Your front storage compartment has the covered hinge, so you don't have a bunch of rust coming down your door. It is slam latch and magnetic, so you can put it up just like so. If your buddy comes by and goes to close this, you don't have to worry about any plastic clips or anything snapping or ripping out of your wall. We take a look inside that front storage, you'll see it is a pretty good sized storage area, especially for a toy hauler. Right over there on this side is a battery disconnect as well. So that way you can leave the battery all hooked up. When you're done camping, just turn that disconnect and it will kill all power to the coach. Right down below are power stabilizer jacks. Now remember folks, that is not auto level. You do still want to level the coach out with blocks or anything needed to make sure it's level on the site. But these stabilizer jacks, again, will save you from having to crank the jacks up and down. Right here is your power awning, decent sized power awning on there, 16 foot. Touch a button to have that roll out, same thing to have it go right back in, and you have an LED light strip there underneath so you have light at night. You also have 2 speakers under there. I talked about that when we were inside because again, those are Bluetooth capable, so you can sit right out here in your chairs. Again, as I mentioned, if you have music on your phone, you can control it from out here. You have 3 foldable steps for entry into the coach. You also have the foldable grab handle right here. I certainly appreciate these grab handles because it does give you the extra control from the very first step, especially if you have bad knees. This will help ensure that, again, you have that control when entering or exiting the RV. This is a pretty neat feature. So rather than just giving you hookups, they have a mount here as well. And what you can actually do is you can take the TV from inside. It has the exact same mount. You take it completely off, bring it right out here, drop it in place. That way you have the same swing arm mount here with the TV right outside. You'll also see your cable hookup right over there, and then you have electrical right here to plug the TV in. Now mind you, even if you don't bring the TV outside, having an electrical outlet outside is never a bad thing. You know, it's always great to be able to have the capability to plug things in here. This is the window I showed you we were inside, that nice big one. You'll notice this one does open to let in a lot of airflow there. And if you drop right down below, you will see the aluminum alloy wheels. Folks, the great thing about aluminum alloy is not only do they look great now, but they will continue to do so because aluminum doesn't rust. And for what it's worth to you, the manufacturer does put nitrogen-filled tires on there too. If we take a look at the back here, dropping the ramp down is nice and easy. You simply flip the locks out of the way. There are holes here as well if you want to put padlocks on there to lock it up. You flip that out of the way, pull this up, swing it out and around. You'll do the same thing on the other side. You have handles right here to pull the ramp down. It is spring assisted on the bottom, so that way it doesn't just drop down on you. You can have nice control when dropping it down, and again, they will assist you when putting it back up. If you take a look at the very top there, you will notice this one has 2 LED lights on the back as well as backup camera prep. So not only does it light it up back here, but also the backup camera prep is fantastic because if you're backing this up, you want some extra vision, having the prep makes that easier to have the backup camera installed, meaning it will save you money on labor. This is your ladder if you want to climb up onto the roof. Pretty simple. You pull out these 2 pins right here. You can see the safety pins. The ladder pulls out a little bit and swings down. That will give you the capability to climb up onto that roof. 250-pound weight capacity on that ladder. However, it is a fully walkable roof, so feel free to get up there for a higher vantage point at a NASCAR event or a different sporting event, or if you just need to get up there to clean off the top, basic maintenance. You know, this way you don't have to try to bring a ladder with you. It does have a fuel fill station. You can see that right there, pretty simple. Also, your actual fuel tank will get filled up right here. This will be for both your fuel fill station and your Cummins Awning generator, which we'll take a look at in just a moment. Satellite input, cable input, city water inlet right there. And you have a spray port right underneath in case you want outside water access. This one also does come with a black tank flush, which is pretty great. So that way, instead of having to stick a hose down the toilet, you just take a hose, put it right here. That black tank has sprayers built in and it washes it out for you. And then this is your potable water if you're looking to fill up your fresh tanks. Again, if you're going boondocking, as I mentioned, folks, that is almost a 100-gallon fresh water tank, which is pretty nice. Coming up a little bit further here, you have your water heater right here. Or next to that, rather, your 30-amp detachable power cord will plug in there. Termination, if you drop down, you will see your termination right here. Notice how that does have both your black and gray tank valves. And because this one doesn't have a bumper, you have this little compartment right here, which is a convenient place to store your sewer hose. This is your exhaust for your generator coming down because directly above it is that generator. And as I mentioned, that is your Cummins Awning 4,000 watt Jenny. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2019 Fuel 250. If you're interested in this toy hauler and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.